So one of the things LaDawn helped us with was when we were looking at numerous homes to buy, and again, there may be a home that we really loved, but it didn't quite work out, or maybe it was already under contract. And LaDawn had the philosophy that we will get the exact house we need and want. And it was absolutely true that a number of the other houses we would have been interested in, we would have been fine, but actually after all the looking and searching and wringing our hands and worrying about, we found the beautiful house that we absolutely adore.
We really do. And in terms of selling our former house, LaDawn was very good about, there were certain things that we liked a lot about the house because they meant a lot to us. And LaDawn would help us to see that some of those would not mean anything to anybody else. And so that we needed to either, deal with that in a way that it was either removed or not so prominent. Whereas there were other strong points that the house had that we had forgotten about that she saw right away. We made the changes that needed to be made to make the house marketable, which we were not good at thinking of necessarily.
But one piece of advice I would have in regards to working with LaDawn is follow her advice. Everything she told us to do made a difference.
It turned out to be right.
And so she would say, do this, do that.
Well, not quite in that tone of voice.
Well, she was pretty direct.
Yeah. Well, that's what I needed.
So we just said, okay, we are gonna go for it and just follow her. She's the expert, we aren't. So even, things that maybe we didn't think we needed to do, we did it and it made a total difference.
Very helpful.
Yes.
Well, be prepared to repair or remedy any problems that there are with your existing house. Don't assume that your house is ready to sell. There will be things that something might need to be painted, or an appliance might need to be replaced, or you'd have to think about at least situations like those, water heaters and furnaces, and they need to be in good shape. Do that if you're going to sell a house. Your roof, think about how old it is and whether it needs attention, all those things.
Another bit of advice I guess I would offer is there are a lot of ups and downs, and there are anxiety that comes up. Was this a good idea? Should I do this? In our case, to me, we were stepping into a bigger house, and there was almost a part of me that felt like, do we deserve this bigger house? Is this okay for us to do this? To just kind of be balanced about it, that there's ups and downs, there's things you don't get, there's things you don't expect, but in the end, it resolves. And so we've been, we were happy with how it ultimately ended up, but again, there's a lot of ups and downs.
For every anxious day, there's a day of euphoria, or at least they tend to even out over the long term, but it's like a roller coaster emotionally a lot of times. And LaDawn was very good about being a stable character, bringing us down if we got to, this is the house we were meant to have, and but think about it, you did say you wanted this and this and this. Oh yeah, it doesn't have that, does it? And so there was always a kind of a balancing effect that she brought to those situations of over-enthusiasm or over-worry.
And I would also say she was very patient with us.
That's right.
I wanted to, if I might send her, can we look at this house? And can we look at this house? Can we look at this house? She was right on top of it and said, yeah, sure, when do you want to do this? And so we would get it scheduled, and I felt like we were probably getting on her nerves. But
we never did,
she was very responsive.
She never showed any sign of impatience or...
And even before we were ready to buy, we were out looking at houses, and she was willing to go with us to kind of get an idea of what was important to us. It wasn't about what she thought we might like. She was very good about interviewing us, relied on us to tell her what we want and not just assume.
Right.
Or lead us in a direction because maybe she thought this would be a good deal. I mean, really came back to
very professional.
Our needs, our likes, our dislikes, and never felt any judgment about it. That there was always, hey, this is your house, this is, she wanted to support us in our process.